Introduction. When we say a particular place is hot or cold or sunny, we are actually talking about the weather of the place. Climate is the average weather or a pattern of weather conditions over a period of time. The climate of a country plays a major role in shaping the lives of its people. It determines the crops they grow, the clothes they wear, their festivals, and even lifestyle. The climate of a place is determined mainly by its latitude, altitude, position with respect to mountains, distance from the sea, and by winds. Let's see what role all these factors play in determining the climate of India as a whole and the climatic variation found in different parts of the country. Climate in India. The climate of India varies from place to place. The coastal areas along the Western Ghats are wet because of the rain-bearing winds. On the other hand, Rajasthan remains dry because the Aravalli Mountains are not high enough to check the rain-bearing winds, hence the Thar Desert. Interior and central part of India experiences extreme forms of climate on a hot summer day. The temperature in Jodhpur in the Thar Desert may shoot up to 55 degrees Celsius, while Ladakh at high altitude has midwinter temperature of -45 degrees Celsius. Daily temperature may also vary greatly in some places, while day temperature may be very high in the Thar Desert. It may drop down to below 0 degree at night. Latitude. With the Tropic of Cancer running through almost the middle of the country, most of India lies in the tropical and subtropical zones. So the temperature is quite high throughout the country. Altitude. Temperature decreases with increase in altitude. Places in the mountains are colder than places in the plains. As for instance, Shimla and Ludhiana are situated in the same latitude. Yet Shimla, being located at higher altitude, has a cooler climate. The northern belt of mountains has cold climate all through the year because of high altitude. Ooty in the Nilgiris in South India and Mount Abu in Rajasthan are pleasant hill stations which remain cold throughout the year, even though they are situated in hot region and relatively close to the equator. Himalayas. The Himalayas in the north stand as a barrier against the cold winds from northern and central Asia. Thus, North India is warm or mildly cold during winter. In summer, the same phenomenon makes India relatively hot. But this mighty mountain also forces the monsoon winds to shed most of their moisture within the subcontinent and causes 3/4 of India's rainfall. Had there not been this mighty mountain barrier, the monsoon would have blown into Central Asia and the northern part of India would have remained dry. Distance from the ocean and sea. Places always from the ocean and sea have extreme temperature and continental climate. This continental type of climate is characterized by hot summers and cold winters. The effect of water bodies on the temperature of these areas is moderate. Coastal areas and places near the sea. On the other hand, the coastal areas have a more equable climate with much less differences between summer and winter temperature. The ocean acts as a storehouse of moisture for the winds that blow from the sea towards the land. The high-lying regions in the mountains have lower temperature than the plains. In the mountainous regions, climate is determined mainly by the altitude. Winds. When there is a difference between atmospheric pressure between two regions, air moves from the region of higher pressure to the region of lower pressure. This movement is called wind. The monsoon is a seasonal wind which blows in a fixed direction during a particular season. The monsoon affects the climate of a large part of India. Other seasonal winds also blow over different parts of the country. Western disturbances. The cold weather is generally characterized by clear skies, low temperatures, low humidity, and light and cool winds. These conditions are disturbed by cyclones coming from the Mediterranean Sea. These cyclonic winds are known as western disturbances. Cycle of seasons: temperature, pressure conditions, prevailing winds. The amount and distribution of rainfall cause the seasonal changes in India. Besides, there are some local winds that influence the climate of areas in which these prevail. The seasons occur year after year as a pattern. The 4 distinct seasons are cold weather season or winter, December to February; hot weather season or summer, March to May; advancing monsoon or rainy season or southwest monsoon, June to September; retreating monsoon, October and November. The cold weather season. This season starts in mid-November and continues till the end of February. The days are warm while the nights are cold. The temperature is generally low and decreases from south to north. The mean temperature in the northern parts of India is less than 20 degrees Celsius, while in the southern part it is more than 20 degrees Celsius. The northeast trade winds blow over India from land to sea. Thus, the winter season is dry. These winds are also called the northeast monsoons or the winter monsoons. However, while passing over the Bay of Bengal, these winds pick up enough moisture and provide heavy rains in the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu, Coromandel coast. The cold weather season is generally characterized by clear skies, low temperatures, low humidity, and light and cold winds. These conditions prevail mostly in North India, where the western disturbances affect the climate. Heavy snowfall in the Himalayan range and rainfall in the plains during the winter season is also due to the western disturbances. Their arrival is followed by severe cold weather conditions. The hot weather season. This season starts in early March and continues till the end of May, and in some areas till the end of June. During these months, the temperature starts rising. Hot and dry weather conditions prevail throughout the country, except the coastal plains. During the month of March, the highest temperature recorded in the peninsular plateau region is about 38 degrees Celsius. The belt of high temperature shifts northwards in the month of April. During the month of May, the region of highest temperature of about 45 degrees Celsius lies in the northwestern part of our country. Such high temperatures are not recorded in South India, where the mean temperature is about 30 degrees Celsius. Even the minimum temperature does not fall below 20 degrees Celsius, due to which the nights are also warm. In the summer season, hot and dry winds called Lu blow over large parts of northern plains. Dust storms in evenings are common. Some areas get light rain, which provide temporary relief from the oppressive heat. Nor'westers are thunderstorms that start in March and continue to blow till the onset of monsoons over northeast India. These cause large-scale damage to life and property. Towards the end of the summer season, many parts of India experience pre-monsoon showers. In Kerala and Karnataka, these pre-monsoon showers are called mango showers, as they help in the early ripening of mangoes. Advancing monsoon. This season starts in the month of June and continues till the end of September. Due to excessive heating of land during the summer season, a low-pressure area develops over northwest India. The southeast trade winds are attracted towards this region. These winds leaving from the Indian Ocean cross the equator and pass over the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. These winds blow as southwest monsoons or the summer monsoons. The bulk of rainfall in many parts of India is due to these winds. These blow in the months of June to September. The amount decreases from south to north and east to west. However, the Tamil Nadu coast remains dry at this time. The direction of southwest monsoon winds is determined by the relief features of our country. The Indian peninsula divides these winds into the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch strikes the western coast of India and moves from the Malabar coast towards the north. The Bay of Bengal branch strikes the Bengal coast and the southern part of Meghalaya. Here the monsoon winds are deflected and move westwards along the Ganga plain and parallel to the Himalayan mountain ranges. The sudden advent of monsoon winds along with thunder or lightning is called the burst of monsoons. The southwest monsoon winds reach India by the start of June. This is known as the onset of monsoons. Gradually, within 4 to 5 weeks, both the branches of the monsoon winds overrun almost the whole country. Post a retreating monsoon. The retreat of the monsoon winds starts in the second week of September. The withdrawal begins from the northwestern plains of India and finally leaves the Ganga Delta by the middle of October. The months of October and November are marked by clear skies and warm days but cooler evenings. The weather is oppressive at times and is commonly called the October heat. By December, the temperature goes down to mark the onset of winter season. These 2 months mark a period of transition between the hot wet season and the cold dry season. The cyclones originating over the Bay of Bengal reach the eastern coast of India and cause widespread damage to life and property in the thickly populated deltas of the Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri rivers. A long dry spell reduces the possibility of a bumper crop, thus distributing the economic life. The monsoons at the right time bring a welcome relief not only to farmers but also to the city dwellers. The annual cycle of seasons is dominated by the monsoons. All forms of life, plants, animals and human beings in India respond to the seasonal rhythm created by the monsoons. Nature of monsoon. Following are some of the characteristic features of monsoons in India. 1. They are seasonal in nature. 2. The winds are uncertain and irregular in their approach as well as retreat. 3. Rainfall is unequally distributed over the country. Some areas have a water surplus while others remain dry. 4. Monsoon rainfall is also unequally spread over the year. The 3/4 of the rainfall is concentrated from June to September, whereas most of the country remains dry in distribution of rainfall. The rainfall in India is not evenly distributed. It is mainly attributed to the relief features of the land and direction of the wind. The distribution can be divided into 4 main categories as follows. 1. Regions under very heavy rainfall. 2. Regions under heavy rainfall. 3. Regions under moderate rainfall. 4. Regions under low rainfall. Regions under very heavy rainfall. The western coastal area and slopes of the Western Ghats get very heavy rainfall from the southwest monsoon of the Arabian Sea branch, while the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats lie in the rain shadow area. In the northern plains, the rainfall decreases from east to west as the Bay of Bengal branch of the southwest monsoon sheds its moisture all along up the Ganga valley. This branch of southwest monsoon gets deflected by the Arakan mountains of Myanmar and then moves up the Ganga plains. A sub-branch of the same Bay of Bengal southwest monsoon moves east and gets trapped in the mountains and enters the Brahmaputra valley. At this point, it is forced to rise suddenly through a tunnel-shaped valley near the Khasi Hills, part of the eastern Himalayas, where heavy rains occur. In short, the monsoon originating from the Bay of Bengal is blocked by the Khasi Jaintia Hills, and then East Himalayan ranges cause heavy rainfall in northeast India. In this way, Mawsim Ram near Cherrapunji in Meghalaya on the windward side of the northeastern hills gets one of the highest rainfalls in the world, recording about 1042 cm in a year. However, Shillong in the neighborhood gets only 200 centimeter of rain. Regions under heavy rainfall. The areas that receive 100 to 200 centimeter of rainfall come under this category. The southeastern coast of India receives a moderate amount of rainfall during the winter season from the northeast monsoon and retreating southwest monsoon. Again, the amount of rain decreases with monsoonal movement from the south to the north and east to west. Regions under moderate rainfall. The areas that receive 50 to 100 centimeter of rainfall under this category. These areas include Gujarat, eastern Rajasthan, western Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, northern Punjab and most of the Deccan surrounded by hills on all the sides. Parts of West Bengal, eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Punjab receive moderate rainfall from the Bay of Bengal, monsoon branch. Odisha and Madhya Pradesh are also included under the regions receiving moderate rainfall. Regions under low rainfall. The areas that receive less than 50 centimeter annual rainfall fall under this category. Northern Ladakh in Kashmir, Kinnaur and Lahaul Spiti in Himachal Pradesh receive very little rainfall as they lie beyond the reach of the monsoon of Karakoram and the Great Himalayas. When they reach there, they are already dry. These areas, however, do get snowfall in winter from the western disturbances. This gives rainfall to Punjab and Haryana in the plains. In Rajasthan, the Aravalli Hills run parallel to the direction of the winds and these winds are warmed while passing over the Rajasthan desert. This increases the capacity of the winds to retain moisture and cause scanty rainfall.